For all the latest updates, subscribe to News9.
Hello, you are watching News 9 Digital with me, Amrita, and I'm going to be talking about the Central Vista project, which is again in the news with Tata Projects winning the bid against L&T to construct the all-new Parliament building in New Delhi. Now, what is this Central Vista project and what do you need to know about it, especially the controversy surrounding this project? Now, the Central Vista project is the Modi government's ambitious plan to redevelop the part of Delhi which houses some of the most iconic government buildings, including the current parliament. Now, as we said, Tata has backed this new contract of building the new parliament at the cost of 861.90 crore rupees against L&T. Now, the L&T had put forth the bid of 865 crore rupees. The government has refused to divulge much details into how much the entire project actually costs, and the parliament is only a part of this project. But media reports state that the costs could be well over 20,000 crore rupees. Now, what are these controversies surrounding the project? First and foremost, the secrecies surrounding the project, the lack of transparency, and also the amount of cost which is going into the redevelopment. Moreover, the government claims the redevelopment, which includes building the new parliament building, among other buildings, demolition of some existing buildings and turning others into museums. It is not clear as to which ones will be demolished, which ones won't be, and so there is very less debate about this in the public as well. Moreover, critics have pointed out that the government's excuse of redeveloping the old and ratty, inefficient buildings is actually a sham, and that most of these recreations were done beforehand as well. The other very important criticism is the taking over of the public space which is available to the common man. The project entails the government taking over public and semi-public space. The DDA, or the Delhi Development Authority, has changed the use of 3.9 acres of land in Zone C and 86.1 acres in Zone D, which means that earlier 24.5 acres were reserved for recreational use, while 65.5 acres of land was reserved for public and semi-public facilities. But now, in the recent change, 80.52 acres will be now under the government's claim. It will not be accessible to the public. It will all be government land, and only 9.54 acres will be reserved for the public and accessible by it. So, in other words, critics and public alike are worried that the entire space, which used to be semi-accessible to the public, will now become a completely inaccessible part of Delhi, something which they have called undemocratic. Most of the changes above mentioned have also come without proper consultation, public consultation as such. Now, other than the public space being eaten up by the government, there is another criticism of how the entire project is shrouded in secrecy. The expert committee, the core committee, the non-governmental experts which have been constituted by the government itself to give its opinion on the project, claims that their involvement has been seldom sought, especially under the guise of the lockdown. One of the sources in the committee said that he couldn't comment on the architectural design of the new parliament as he himself has not been presented with the plan at all, and there are only a few select government authorities who are in the know-how of this entire parliament design. Now, when it comes to the parliament design itself, there are concerns regarding the environmental clearance given to it. There was a plea also which was put forth in the Delhi High Court, which said that trees must not be cut to build a new parliament house. However, the environmental clearance and the relief to the government was given by a division of the court itself, even though the expert appraisal committee had deferred giving the environmental clearance to the authority. Now, there was one public consultation meeting which was held by the Delhi Development Authority, but those who attended this particular public consultation termed it a sham. There is another controversy involving the architectural or the design contract of the entire project going to one particular entity called the HCP Design, helmed by one Bimal Patel, Gujarat-based architect, who won the bid last October to design the entire project. There are rumors that Patel has close contacts with Narendra Modi himself, which has won him this particular bid, and that it did not follow the due process of democratic election. Now the Narendra Modi government is awaiting the final decision from the Supreme Court, where a legal challenge is currently underway due to a petition which was filed in this regard. The government has also set the deadline of 2022 to complete the entire parliament building, which will be in the shape of a triangle. You can leave your opinion in the comment section down below. Also like, share and subscribe to News 9 Digital.